Hi Libra, welcome to your Harsh Truth reading for January 29th through February 12th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. All right, two more. Hello. Yeah. That was gonna jump the Hanged Man. Okay, so perhaps there's some waiting. Maybe you don't like it, but no, it feels like you're more about like, well, let's just wait and see. Like this is a strictly cerebral thing, mental thing. It's not anything you're too torn up about. It's not. It's like, it didn't feel emotional. It felt like it truly was letting things be in limbo and seeing where they fall. Okay, wow, really? Okay, there we go. The Hangman could be a Pisces you're thinking about. Page of Swords, Five of Swords, Three of Swords, ouch. Two of Cups, there goes my emotional, non-emotional theory. Page of Pentacles, and Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so we got heartache involving an ending here. Eesh, well, of course. What's this Page of Swords about? What's this Page of Swords about? No more fighting, that's for darn sure. You don't want any more fighting. You'd rather indirect communication and just watch, wait, listen, give that time and space. But what's it? But there is still some communication. Why? What's this Page of Swords about? What the hell is going on? Again, wow, lots of watching and waiting and seeing where the chips fall. Is this your heartache? I think there's been a heartbreak, but I feel like you're more just cerebral about it. Like you're more mental about it. I don't feel like you're in the throes of grief. I think this is like, okay, there's been a heartache, but this is where I am now, this energy right here. Like I know what I want, but I am willing to give time to get it. Could be an Aries that you're dealing with, but it could also be that you're in the process of talking with someone to figure out what to do, or reestablishing control in your life, getting there's some kind of input or influence. It's all about you restructuring your life, and it's like there's intermittent conversation with the person. It's not a lot of conversation. It could be online communication or indirect with friends and the like, but it doesn't feel like there's involvement per se. It feels like this is distant communication. So maybe there is a distance involved here, other than emotional distance. Maybe there's physical distance. No more fighting though, you don't want that. Shocker there. There's been heartache or heartbreak. Two cards please about this Three of Swords. Two cards for Libra. Hoping things will work out over time, but there's also a new beginning, healing and a new beginning. This could be Aquarius. Okay, so there's been this heartbreak, but I feel like it's disappointing. I don't feel like it, I just don't feel like you're crying in your cups over this. I feel like you're like, all right, this has happened. I'm going to need some time to heal here. We got nothing but time. You know what I mean? I'm going to need some time to kind of regroup, and I'm looking to the distance for things working out over time. Again, with the distance, this is a relationship that cannot be right now or is untenable because of physical distance. And I'm looking for a right now new beginning. But I still feel like you're keeping that person in the back of your mind. And it could be just because the separation is fresh. But you're wanting things to work out over time, but you are also open to new beginnings, and you're going to use this time to heal. So it's like you're holding space for both. You're open to this person working out over time, but you're also looking forward to a new beginning, new vitality, new, this could be a new job offer, something to capture your interest. The distraction would be welcome right now because there's nothing to do but wait here and kind of restructure and reorganize and recalibrate your life. So maybe there was a lot of fighting because of the distance. Maybe if distance isn't involved, there was just a lot of fighting in general, and you're like, you know what, this isn't the right time for us then. I don't want to deal with this. Until somebody can grow up, until a new perspective can be achieved here, we need to be in our separate corners, and we need to, do our own thing and be in charge of our own lives. I don't want to fight anymore. Well, we want that connected, committed partnership. This is Two of Cups about. Okay, that jumped. Conflicted. Two Cups. All right, so that makes me think there's an affair involved here, a third-party situation, just because if there's, okay, so that might explain the distance. If there's fighting because you can't be together, if there's not that, if things have to be in suspension and you're not happy about it, but you'll accept it and okay, fine. And maybe that's why there's not that big of a heartbreak, because you kind of expected it. Because if somebody else is committed to somebody else, there's conflict there. Either it's internal or there's you and this person are having conflict, right? So there's conflict, there's drama here. What else? And now it doesn't have to be a third party situation. This could just be between you and the other person, and you two are exclusive. It's just that this feels like some of you are hoping that they will be conflicted about a connection that they have, and somehow you're involved in that. So if this isn't the connection with you, it's a third party situation. And no shade, no judgment, but it feels like you're standing there hoping that there's some kind of conflict, that they're feeling some kind of, I feel like this is an internal conflict. And I know this is sounding really crappy and you're like, yeah, you're rooting for a breakup. Again, no judgment, no shade. It's just, this doesn't feel, this is, all right, hold on. Let me get another card. Shutting up. Hold on. Okay. This feels, for some of you, like it could be a third-party situation, because we've got an unhealthy attachment, something that should not be, something that's holding you back, restricting a connection. We've got restriction here. So it's weird. This is like hoping for conflict about an unhealthy attachment in a committed relationship. For some of you, this could be wanting to clear the air about, like, look, there's a big, huge elephant in the room that's called addiction, and we need to talk about it. It could be, let's talk about the thing that is keeping you and I from connecting. Could be as simple as that. Doesn't have to be third party. Could be distance. Could be something is getting in the way of the connection, and I feel like you're wanting someone to acknowledge that. Whether this is third party, whether it's distance, whatever, there has to be, I want you to acknowledge and to be conflicted about something getting in the way between you and this person, whether it's you and the person or them and another person, and you're standing there watching. I feel like you don't want to fight about it, but you want the person to be conflicted. You want there to be a reckoning, if that makes sense. Very interesting, that. Okay. This is, well, and you don't want to be back at square one. What's this Page of Pentacles about? I feel like you don't want to be the one left waiting. That's why you're open, like, let's get her done. Let's get this new start. There's something about the waiting that is more frustrating than the heartbreak. I feel like you're on, that's what it is. I feel like you're the one that feels like you're on the outside. What's this Page of Pentacles about? Yeah, going in. Okay, that's what it is. It feels like you don't want to be left like, okay, well, yay for everybody else, but I'm sitting here like, okay, I'll just, hold my cup of dirt, I mean, this is being resolutely stuck and being back at square one. You don't like how, this is very similar here, this Hangman and Four Cups. You don't like how things are turning out. You're left with nothing to do but go inward and be pensive and hope that things resolve over time. What that resolution looks like, you don't know. You're open to anything, basically, because this situation right here is just, it's like there's nothing you can do about this situation. And I feel like, for some of you, this might be the person that you're actually with, and there's just that huge elephant in the room that you can't get past, and you need to talk about it, or you need to fight about it, you need to clear the air. For others of you, I feel like this is a third-party situation, and you have sort of removed your involvement, and you're kind of watching from a distance, and you're like, well, crap, there's nothing I can do about it. I've just got to, that you don't want that, is what I'm trying to say. You don't want to be left going, well, I'm just going to sit over here and kind of wait, not really wanting to wait. That's why you're wanting that new beginning, because I'll remove myself from this situation, but I don't want to have to be waiting for you to make a decision. It's almost like that time has passed. Like now it's like, well, there's this sort of, it's like this frustration or disdain because they haven't chosen yet, or they haven't resolved yet. And so because there is no resolution, because there's been no decision made, here we are. There's no decision made. Everything's in limbo and suspension because it's not your decision to make. It's somebody else that has to acknowledge some kind of conflict or drama, addiction, unhealthy attachment, something, and your hands are tied. You can't do anything about it. It's theirs to make the move on. What's this Ten of Pentacles here? Ten of Pentacles. Okay, that jumped. Somebody from the past. Ten of Pentacles. That's been showing up a lot lately, this King of Pentacles. This is someone that's going to maintain their position first, and they are where they are because they've been strategic. This feels solitary. Okay, so, Ten of Pentacles. So this is about, basically what's going to happen is somebody, I think, from your past, that you've got a reckoning with somebody from your past. Very interesting here. It feels... All right, I need another card. I got two things flying in here. Hold on a minute. For some of you, somebody from the past is going to be coming back and wanting some kind of, not recompense, but maybe a second chance or a start. It could also be that the person you're waiting on, he or she is having to deal with issues with their person that they're connected to, and they're really conflicted about letting go of this legacy or this potentially stable, or what has been a stable home with longevity for somebody that they've had longevity with, that they also have felt a soulmate connection, that they felt like is their person, and we're in it. Either it's a very long-standing relationship is what it feels like, and this is, I don't feel like this is a breakup though, but this is somebody solitary. Okay, I'm going to pull another card here because this is yeah. All right, what's this about for Libra? Somebody's getting their wish. Okay, so, but again, this typically for me is solitary, and this is solitary. This is a situational wish happening. So maybe whatever this person decides to do for practical purposes is going to just be a temporary fix, but it's certainly not going to be something that's working out over time. So I could see now why this is here, because through all this is somebody else making a decision that you have no control over, but you're affected by it. This doesn't feel like you. This feels like you walking away from a situation, and this feels like this person that you were involved with returning back to who they were involved with, and things work out for now. But it doesn't feel like you're a part of it. It feels like you're still wanting them to acknowledge whatever you want them to acknowledge, and that's not going to happen this go around. What else does Libra need to know? Libra. That's the damnedest thing. Libra. Waiting. There we have the waiting again. Waiting for the right time, waiting for the right moment. Things have to be a certain way. Not that they have to, but it's preferable. And yet it cautions waiting too long for things to be a certain way, and then you miss out on your own opportunities. So there could be the concern, like you might have some concerns about, are you waiting too long? Is it the right thing to do to wait? Should I wait? But I think that's going to resolve anyway, because here this is you like, I'm hopeful, but I am open to new prospects or opportunities, things to distract me, things to involve me, things like that. So you're open to it, but you're not relying on it. Do you know what I mean? And this is you being comfortably patient, shall we say. So if you are waiting though, it doesn't look like this is going to resolve anytime soon. It looks like there's going to be a band-aid put over whatever this is for that person. But meanwhile, this is where you're at, basically, Libra. But it doesn't seem to bother you that much. It's weird. Okay, all right, Libra, shutting up. I'm going to keep going round and round. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.